Kane, I know that you can certainly relate to starting with nothing and building your own empire for yourself. Can you share kind of how your story relates to what Jim talked about?
Yeah, of course. I was privileged to not only be in a family that was international, but really understood the power of self enablement. And I think in my particular case, my mom was a seamstress, my dad was a mechanic, and they really pushed me to understand how to build at scale. I think we often talk about SaaS, software as a service, but they taught me to look at it a different way, to look at it as building in systems, allowing for acceleration, really driving access, in this particular case, thinking about what scale looks like on an international level. And when I think about building for capacity, like I did at Lime, which was one of the companies where I was a co-founder, we built Lime really with the premise of how do we enable not just an interurban environment, first world country, but really enabling that audience to allow for access throughout all the transportation deserts. Every single type of demographic in the city needs a way to connect the dots in order for them to live their most complete lives. And as someone who grew up having to take 4 buses, going multiple schools, I often found that the most difficult thing was the time I lost. And so recovering time and making transportation something that I can instead look at as an opportunity to have air and wind and the opportunity to see the world around me, it changed your everyday perspective. And I think it's really a matter of perspective that gives you the opportunity to then ultimately build something that is not about just empowerment, it's about recreating your experience on a day-to-day level.